Hey everybody, it's Little Steps Live. Today we are out of the office and we are hitting the streets over at one of Hong Kong's biggest flower markets. Why? Because Chinese New Year's coming up and we also have Valentine's Day, so it's a double hitter. So this is going to be quite a special Facebook Live because it's out of the office. We're going to be walking around. We brought in an expert with all things flowers. So welcome to Facebook Live. This is Jennifer from ByDeau, who is a niche flower company here in Hong Kong, looking to expand as well. So we'll be talking to her about her company, as well as getting lots of insider tips in terms of what are the lucky flowers to buy this year, which ones the kids will love, and of course rounding it off with some cool Valentine's tips as well in terms of the flowers that are hot this year. So welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So I just want to start it off with a little information before we hit the streets. It's already getting crowded out here, so we're going to be doing some elbowing around to get in there. But just tell us a little bit about yourself and, of course, ByDeau.
Yes. So my name's Jennifer Margolin and started ByDeau here in Hong Kong. We're an on-demand flower and gift delivery service. So we're all about gifting small things, making little gifts a big deal, and we feel that gifting is an art, so we really want to make it easy for people to gift more often and to put a smile on somebody's face. So we're offering that old world tradition of gifting with all the modern conveniences. So mobile ordering, on-demand delivery, and then we still keep the personal touches of hand-tied ribbons, handwritten notes, so we have a well-rounded, but you have a quick and easy delivery service as well.
So what's the mobile delivery? Can you give us a little more information about that? How does that work?
Yeah, so you just go on your mobile phone and you can scroll through our options and then place your order, and if you order by noon, you get same-day delivery.
Oh, wow.
So we're actually looking to expand those delivery windows as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anybody looking for those Valentine's hint, husband, hint, you can order it, same-day delivery. Pretty impressive, pretty easy. So anyway, so tell me, have you always been interested in flower arranging? How did you get into this business?
Yeah, I feel it's full circle. I've always had a design background and a creative background. I owned an event planning company back in California, so people would really come to our company for the design aspects of it because we really were focused on the design part of it. And of course, because of that, we worked with amazing floral vendors and lighting and all of that. So that's definitely, I think, where I got my initial love for flowers. And then I also was a creative director, so we did a lot of styling projects, and so it all goes hand in hand now. So it makes sense for what I'm doing here. I'm bringing this to Hong Kong.
And how long's the business been around?
It'll be 2 years, and Valentine's Day, actually.
Oh, you launched on Valentine's Day?
Yes.
Very cool.
Yes.
Oh, so happy anniversary.
Thank you.
So why don't we go ahead and get started? So again, this is Little Steps Live. Feel free to give us some comments, shares. We're going to be taking you around the Hong Kong's flower market here, chatting all about the lucky plants and flowers to buy for Chinese New Year, and rounding it off with some Valentine's tips as well. So feel free to ask us any questions. We got an expert here. So why don't we get started?
Perfect.
All right.
Well, why don't we start with orchids?
Okay. Here, I'm going to pass that over to you. So.
Okay. So orchids are a favorite. As we go through the mart today, you're going to see a lot of the shops here have actually cleared their shelves of their normal products and have ordered more orchids. So one thing just to note, which I think is always really fun, is these orchids here, they look like butterflies. So it's a sign of longevity as well. So these are definitely something that families love to gift, and we actually get a lot of requests for these in our shop as well.
Question on the orchids. Is there any tips on which ones to buy, or things to look for when you're buying an orchid?
Of course, the red and the purple are lucky colors. The gold signifies wealth. So if you want to take it a step further, beyond the lucky and the good wishing, you can also send a gold one because it signifies that wealth as well, wealth and prosperity. Yeah, I love these with the two-tone colors. And then these ones, look at how bright golden yellow that is. So beautiful.
All right, we're heading into the chaos here, so wish us luck.
Bear with us. yeah, so now you'll just see that all of all of the orchids are out, all of the potted plants. I love these little mini mandarin trees. We'll see some more of these as well. And then these are also the bulbs are really popular.
I love these.
Yeah. So families will get these beautiful potted pots and then fill them with these bulbs. And then as you can see, the orchids are definitely the favorite in all different colors, all different sizes. These are little cherry blossom trees.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah, so they have a little bit of a zen-like, but they also signify romance as well.
2 for 1 there.
Yes,
that sounds
exactly.
like a good one to buy.
Prosperity and romance.
Ah.
And then, of course, the chrysanthemums are very popular. And again, with the gold is the wealth. And then you also see the darker red color as well, the lucky color.
It's definitely a sensory overload. You can see how families get caught up in this day of fun.
Yeah, so normally on this side of the street, if you just come down to the flower market normally, this is not here. They are really strict with having any sort of stands or anything, but because it's such a special time now and families come down and pick out flowers together, that they allow to have more openness here. And then, of course, you can't forget the bamboo, which is lucky. And then when they're curled like this, it looks like the number 8. So that's, yeah, so either you can do these. There's also different meanings if you put in 2 stems or if you put in 7 stems. I think, now I'm going to get it wrong. I think 7 is for romance, but somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And then you can also put 2. So the different numbers have different meanings when you gift them.
Excellent. So just a quick reminder, we're over here at the flower market here in Hong Kong. We're talking with Jennifer from ByDeau, all about the Chinese New Year plants and flowers to buy. Please do ask us any questions, anything you want to know about these lucky plants. And yeah, I think in general, just the outing is really fun. It's a fun outing to take your kids on. And you mentioned that it's something that families do. It's going to get really, you think this is crowded. It's going to get a little bit
it's going to be a lot more nutty. Yeah, so on weekends at the Flower Mart, it's always a family day. But then when you have your traditional holidays like this, which is gifting of flowers, then you have the whole family that comes out and they choose the different, if they want the Mandarin Tree or the bamboo plants or the orchids. I just saw these orchids too. These actually are the smaller orchids. So if you look at them, they look like little coins. Yeah, so it's for that wealth and prosperity again.
I've seen those before.
Aren't they really pretty? They're so delicate.
Now, of course, we're at the flower market over in Mongkok, but as many of you know, there are going to be massive flower markets opening all over Hong Kong, and also you'll be finding these flowers all over the region as well. So we'll make sure and put the links in terms of where to go this weekend and through Chinese New Year and across all the cities. I think Victoria Park's opening up pretty soon, yeah?
Yep. Yeah, and these are some more fun ones, the pussy willows over here, the different colors, these tall ones.
Do you put those inside, like in the corner of your...
Yeah,
you
put them, so you can see that they're still opening. So they're going to open up to be like this. So yeah, you just put them in a little bit of water. These are great because they're going to last for a long time. And also these plants, the little mandarin trees, last for a long time too. So
now can you eat these?
No.
Or is it all different?
From what I've heard, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't tried it.
And is it unlucky to eat the?
I don't know.
Just don't do it.
I don't think you should. But I'm actually, I've heard not to do it, so I'm following rules.
Yes, good idea, good plan.
Oh, these ones are pretty too, and the figure 8 too.
Okay.
The lucky. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of the stores and a lot of the stalls have a lot of the same things, but you'll see that these will be all cleared out in a couple days, and then we'll have to reorder again. So yeah, it's really busy.
Just take a look at the crowd here. This is Monday, and it's already jammed packed with people. Don't let it intimidate you. Just maybe, do you think come early? Is that the tip?
This is just, you're going to have to be used to
Chinese
it for
New
this
Year,
time of year. Yeah. But normally Monday afternoons are not like this at all for a normal Monday. So as we come out of some more, so yeah, you can just see like there's different size plants too. So this is a single stem chrysanthemum. But also you could find, we passed some shops where you could find some cut ones. Trying to find some more different plants that we can show you. Some more of the cherry blossoms here. And then of course all of the orchids inside. So you'll see a lot of the potted plants with the flowers. It just evokes that springtime, that newness. So you'll see a lot of the flowers and the fun colors. Then, of course, we have a whole bunch more of the pussy willows. This is kind of fun where you can see all the different pots you can choose. Yeah. I love these blue ones. They're so pretty. So, yeah, so you just get the narcissus and you just put them in and then they will bloom and grow. Sorry.
And I don't know, on average, I don't know how many plants would a typical family come out here and buy as they're decorating the home. Maybe Karina, would you know? How many plants do families typically buy pre-Chinese New Year?
My family typically buys like over 10.
Over 10.
Yeah. Well, and it's also for gifting as well. So you're going to go to your grandmothers or to other family members. So you want to gift them. Obviously, sometimes you want to gift them to other businesses and things like that as well.
And now you're doing a lot of arrangements right now, right, for Chinese New Year?
Yeah,
are you putting the various plants together?
We do arrangements. We tend to do more custom arrangements, or of course the orchid plants. So people will come to us and ask us for a specific, what they're looking for. But then we always will add a Chinese New Year element to it, so it has that look and feel to it. But yes, we tend to do more cut flower arrangements. We do some plants as well, but yeah, mostly we do cut flower arrangements. So the one thing to notice is since Chinese New Year this year is 2 days after Valentine's Day, what's funny is that normally you would see olive roses and you'd see a lot more cut flowers on the side. Like you can see here some cut flowers, but normally all of the shops that we have walked by, they would have a lot more of these cut flowers on the side. But because Chinese New Year is the bigger holiday, everything has been cleared out for the orchids and for the potted plants and all of that. So you'll see less of the Valentine's Day flowers. Of course, they're still here, but a lot of the shops have ordered less of that to focus on the Chinese New Year flowers as well.
Busy times.
For Chinese New Year, would you buy flowers in the gift store only for your home?
Sorry,
Will you buy flowers as only a gift or only for your home?
For both, we find. We find that people buy them for gifts, but then people buy them for their home or they buy them for their parents' home. It's definitely a time to decorate, to clean everything out, to decorate, have all of the different luck, the different plants to bring in, if you want to bring in wealth or longevity or romance or whatever that is that you're looking for, to get those different symbols in the house as well. It's all about feng shui from what I've learned so far.
So do it all, and it's pretty tempting when you get here. You can see how you want to keep shopping.
Yeah, well, it's just fun with all the colors. So
And
So, normally, if you just want to take a peek in, so
Yeah, we can go
this is
inside.
kind of just a normal shop where you would see a bunch of cut flowers. But as I've said, for Chinese New Year, you see so much of the other potted plants and just making room for that because this is such a big holiday. Oh, another for the cut flowers though, we went by. We can try and find some more. Another flower that people really like for Chinese New Year are the peonies. They're just beautiful, but yeah, you'll see some of the peonies around as well for Chinese New Year.
Lots of flowers. So again, we're here live at the Mongkok Flower Market. We're here with the CEO, co-founder of ByDeau, Jennifer, who's giving us the whole scoop on all the Chinese New Year flowers, insider tips in terms of what we should be looking for. And it's a lot of fun. It's a fun outing to take the kids to, go visit the markets, go visit the flower shops, and decorate the home. Get a little luck, have a little fun.
I think it's just fun to see when you see all of the flowers together and just see how pretty they are when they're all like grouped together. It's fun, especially for the kids to see this. Sometimes they would only just see a couple in a shop or a couple in a vase at home. But to actually have them see them wrapped up before they get unwrapped and arranged is also a fun experience for the kids.
I know a lot of the schools actually take the kids out to the various flower markets over Chinese New Year to get a taste of it. But this is certainly an easy family outing for those that are in Hong Kong to go to the flower market. It's crowded, but there is a surplus and they're
it's
open.
Monday, so it's crowded, but it's not.
That's
as
right.
crazy as
It could be a little bit crazier.
We can still navigate a little bit. So you'll see the mixing. You see the red is obviously a very lucky color, so you'll see them mixing that in as well. But yeah, the orchids are always fun, and then you can also see the different mixtures. So like the pussy willow and the orchid, just having some unique designs, and then of course like the little attachments too.
It's just like it says no photographing, and we're just filming away. But hey, that's okay. I do love the bulbs. I think those are so fun. And
Yeah.
they bloom in a couple of, was it a week or?
Yeah, so these are actually.
Oops.
The hyacinth. These are such a popular one for us. We actually do a cut arrangement with that one, and yeah, they're really popular with our store. But yeah, they're just so pretty when they bloom out of the bulbs as well. And then you also we're coming up to a shop here where you can also just get some traditional decorations, things to hang in your windows. So the great thing about the Flower Mart is it has a little of everything. You can get your bowls for the bulbs that you need, you can get your cut flowers, you can get your orchids, and then you can get all of your hanging decorations as well. And then you can see some of these extra large, Mandarin trees over here. I think they look so pretty when they're in the big state. And then as we're walking down, you can see some stalls have a little bit more of the cut flowers instead that we're starting to see more of, and less of the plants and the orchids. So this side would be more of typical what you would see at the Flower Mart on a normal day. This side on the left is more of course, for Chinese New Year, having more space, the bamboo, and then the different pots, the pussy willow, and just other things as well. You can see all of the orchids over there just being ready to be sold as well. So this shop actually normally has mostly just small potted green plants like this. So you can see how they've changed it, that they're really focusing on Chinese New Year for the next week. So it's all orchids.
So we have Chinese New Year, and we also have Valentine's Day.
Yes, we do.
What are the popular flowers that you see for Valentine's Day? Obviously roses.
Of course, roses.
Do the trends change year by year, or is it always the classics?
No, surprisingly, it was interesting. So last year we had a rose arrangement, and we did the classic red, and that actually was the arrangement that sold the least for us.
Okay.
All of our arrangements that were more pastel or mixed pinks and purples, those ones tended to sell a little bit better for us. So, but
people are getting creative.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be a rose aspect. So,
Right.
we tend to maybe for this year we're using more pastel roses. We actually don't have any red rose arrangements, and hydrangeas are really big for us. People love hydrangeas. We're getting some requests for some custom tulip arrangements.
Okay.
Yeah, so tulips are really pretty and fun, and but for Valentine's Day, I think it's fun because you can really do whatever you want. There's no, of course, roses started. I mean, people I think got used to roses for Valentine's Day. Yeah, but there's no set that you have to do roses, and I think people like to embrace something new and different. We're definitely seeing that with our customers, and even the requests for some of the customs, they're focusing more on, like we said, the tulips, the hydrangeas, sweet peas, some different types of flowers to be a little bit more unique, I think.
And so I have to know how last minute are the orders that come in for Valentine's Day? Like if you were to look at your trends, is it the week before? How organized are people?
We get pre-orders because we market for pre-orders.
Right.
So we do get a good chunk for pre-orders. And then we're still getting a couple orders each day. And then we definitely see the week of Valentine's Day, especially the day before and the day of, are extremely busy. So we're just going to have extra on hand to accommodate for that.
Okay, that's
so
good.
Yeah. So last year we actually had to close because we sold out the day before. So
oh wow.
Yeah.
So you're just going to bulk up this year?
Yes. So we bulked up this year, and we definitely are going to accommodate the day of. So
excellent.
Yeah.
So day of, as in order by noon.
Yes.
On Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day.
Okay, that's good to know. But pre-order if you
yes,
can.
please, if you can.
Better.
It would be much better.
My dad always did for a tradition. He still does it, even me living far away. He has always sent me flowers, his child, on Valentine's Day. That's such a cool tradition because even, traveling and being in, various places, he's always managed to get the flower order in.
Aww,
usually through some family
Yep.
member, but it's a fun idea to do as well for your kids.
Yeah,
It's
I
special.
think it's special.
It's the day of love.
It's cute. It's a really cute idea. You can see some more of the Mandarin trees as well over there.
So here we are. For those that have joined us just now, you're going to have to watch a recap. We just took a whole run through this side of the flower market. There is a whole another side, but it is getting a little bit crowded, so we might have to finish it off here. But we are here with Jennifer from ByDeau. We're looking at all the lucky Chinese New Year plants and flowers. Also chatted about some trends for Valentine's Day, and it's been fun. I have to say, I've got to get going on the shopping.
Come with us anytime.
We'll be putting some links in about the upcoming flower markets that are happening in Hong Kong. I believe most of them will start up next week, right? It's I don't even know if they've started yet, but all the details. All the details will be in the links there, so you can go out and enjoy that with the kids as well. It's a big family outing. As well as for those that are in Singapore and KL, we'll be including links on where to go buy these lucky plants as well. So yeah, thanks for joining us. I just want to ask real fast if anybody has any questions. We're checking now.
We're checking.
I'm just glad we survived that walk. It was getting
That
a little
was
hairy.
that was nothing though.
I know.
That was nothing, especially for Chinese New Year, for all of the holidays where people come and get flowers. It's definitely.
So we're good. All right, cool. Well, thanks again for joining us on Little Steps Live. And thank you for taking us on that
Thank
tour.
you for having me. Yes,
We're
that
getting
was
ready.
fun.
So as just a reminder for those, we go live every week. This one was an afternoon session. Next week will be a new series that we're going to be starting called On the Couch. So you'll be joining us live from Lantau. That'll
some
be
of my
10:30
favorites.
on Monday. Yeah, you
I
might know
saw,
a few of the folks
With
that will
Joe,
be joining
I'm
us.
excited.
So that's 10:30 next Monday. So until then, happy Chinese New Year, happy shopping, and thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.